Top 5 highest paying trade jobs no one is talking about in 2025. What's up, trade warriors? Look, I'm going to be straight with you. I've been in HVAC for 29 years. 29. Started when I was barely old enough to hold a wrench without my mom yelling at me. And for the last 15 years, I've been running my own HVAC contracting business. But here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Everyone's still talking about the same old trades. Plumbing, electrical, HVAC. Yeah, my bread and butter. But while everyone's fighting over those spots, there are trades out there paying six figures that nobody's even thinking about. I'm talking about trades where guys are making 150 to 200K. Some even hitting 300K. And most people don't even know these jobs exist. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. I was at a trade expo last month talking to this kid, maybe 22 years old. Smart kid. He's like, I want to get into the trades, but everyone's saying plumbing or electrical. And I'm thinking, dude, you're missing the biggest opportunities. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain. These are the 5 highest paying trade jobs that nobody's talking about. The ones that experts don't even mention because they're too busy recycling the same old advice. Hey everyone, if you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers free intro courses where you can learn more about certain careers and determine which one would be the best fit for you. There are trade courses on HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, and supply chain coordinator. I have provided the link in the description and pinned in the comments below. Okay, let's dive into the top 5 trade jobs no one is talking about. Number 5, digital forensic technician. Now before you think that's not a trade, these guys are making 78K to 145K a year. Base salary. The specialized ones work in cybercrime, corporate investigations. They're pulling in over 180K a year. Here's why nobody's talking about this. It sounds too techy for trade people, too CSI for regular folks. But here's the reality. This is hardware work. You're taking apart phones, computers, and hard drives, recovering data from damaged devices, rebuilding systems. It's technical work with your hands. I talked to this digital forensic tech in Dallas, former auto mechanic. Her name's Sarah. She got tired of getting dirty under cars. Now she's making 125K, helping lawyers and cops recover deleted evidence. She tells me, I'm still troubleshooting problems and fixing things, just cleaner work and way better pay. Here's what blew my mind. Every divorce involves digital evidence now. Every lawsuit, every insurance claim. Someone has to recover those deleted texts, those lost emails, those wiped hard drives. The training, usually 6 to 12 months certification. Way faster than most degrees. And get this, cybercrime is exploding. Identity theft, corporate espionage, digital harassment. Law enforcement can't keep up. They're outsourcing to private techs. While everyone argues about AI taking jobs, smart people are learning to investigate digital crimes. What does it take to get in? High school diploma, 6 to 12 month certification program, some basic computer skills. That's it. No 4-year degree, no massive debt. All right, number 4, semiconductor equipment technician. These specialized techs are making 95K to 175K, easy. Emergency repairs on chip manufacturing equipment, some are hitting 280K plus with overtime and bonuses. Now, I know what you're thinking. Semiconductors. That sounds complicated. Here's the thing. This is maintenance work, equipment troubleshooting, parts replacement, same skills you'd use fixing any complex machinery. Just the machinery happens to make computer chips. But here's what makes this job incredible. When a semiconductor fab line goes down, the company loses $1 million per hour. $1 million per hour. So when they call you, they don't care what it costs. I talked to a semiconductor tech in Arizona, works for Intel. He made 190K last year. Gets called out maybe twice a month for emergencies. He tells me, dude, I show up, swap out some parts, run diagnostics, 4 hours of work, $3,000 bonus. The training, usually 12 to 18 months, mix of mechanical and electrical. But here's the kicker. The CHIPS Act just passed. $52 billion in funding for new semiconductor plants in America. Intel, TSMC, Samsung, they're all building massive new fabs. Each plant needs hundreds of equipment techs, and there aren't enough qualified people to fill these jobs. Companies are offering $15K signing bonuses just to get people in the door. How do you get in? High school diploma plus 12 to 18 months of technical training, usually an associate degree or specialized certificate program. Community colleges are adding these programs like crazy. Some semiconductor companies will even train you on the job. Number 3. Now this is a gold mine nobody sees coming. Marine diesel mechanic. These guys are making $95K to $180K base. But the real money? Cruise ships, commercial fishing boats, offshore platforms. Some of these specialists are hitting $220K plus. But wait, you're saying, I don't live near water. Doesn't matter. Ships travel. And when they need major repairs, they fly mechanics to wherever the ship is. I'm talking first class flights, per diem, hotel stays, all paid for. This is diesel work, just on floating machines. These aren't your daddy's fishing boats. Modern ships have engines bigger than most buildings. $500,000 engines, $1 million systems. When they break down, ship owners lose $50,000 a day. They don't care what it costs to fix it. They want it fixed now. I talked to this marine diesel guy in Seattle. He worked on Alaska fishing boats. He works 6 months a year, makes $150K, spends his winters in Thailand, living like a king. He told me, dude, I make more money in 6 months than most people make all year, and I get to travel the world doing it. The training? Standard diesel mechanic training, plus marine certification, usually 18 months total. But here's what's crazy. Global shipping is increasing every year. Online shopping means more cargo ships. Cruise industry is booming again. And these massive ships, they're not going electric anytime soon. What's the path in? Standard diesel mechanic training, 12 to 18 months at a trade school, plus marine certifications. Many community colleges offer diesel programs. Add the marine certs, and you're golden. No 4-year degree needed, just hands-on technical training. Hey, a quick break here. If you want to take a free intro course on how to land a job in the trades, click in the link in the description below, pinned in the comments. Number 2 is going to surprise you. Industrial instrumentation technician. 105K median salary. Median. The specialized guys, 200K plus. These are the people who collaborate and maintain the sensors and controls that run entire factories. Think about it. Oil refineries, chemical plants, food processing facilities. They all run on automated systems. Sensors that measure temperature, pressure, flow rates. When those sensors are off by even a tiny bit, millions of dollars in product gets ruined. Or worse, things explode. So they need techs who can keep everything perfectly calibrated. I talked to this instrumentation guy in Louisiana, works at a petrochemical plant. He makes $165,000 base. Plus, he gets overtime, plus emergency call-outs. Last year, he pulled in $240K. He told me, most people don't even know this job exists, but every major facility needs us. The training, usually 2 years of mixed electronics and mechanical skills. But here's the beautiful part. Every industry uses instrumentation, oil, gas, pharmaceuticals, food, water treatment. You're not locked into one sector. And the baby boomers retirement wave, it's hitting instrumentation hard. These older guys are walking out of the door with 30 plus years of knowledge. Companies are desperate to replace them. Some are offering 20K signing bonuses just to get people in the door. Getting started? Usually a 2-year associate degree in instrumentation technology or electronics. But here's the shortcut. Some companies will hire you with just electrical experience and train you on the instrumentation. No bachelor's degree required. just solid technical foundation. And the number one highest paying trade job nobody talks about? Robotics technician, industrial automation specialist. Hold on to your hard hats. 98K to 280K plus per year. Yeah, you heard that right. The guys programming the maintenance factory robots, the automation specialist, they're making bank. Now let me be real with you. When I started in HVAC 29 years ago, robots were basically science fiction. Now, every major manufacturer uses them. Amazon warehouses, car factories, food processing plants, all run by robots. And guess what? Robots break down a lot. When a $2 million robotic assembly line goes down, the factory loses $100,000 every hour it's not running. They don't care what it costs to get it fixed. They want their robot guy there yesterday. I talked to this automation tech in Detroit, works for the big three automakers. He makes $180K base, but emergency calls, $500 an hour. He told me, I got called out on Christmas Day, made $8,000 in 16 hours, fixing one robot. $8,000 in one day. The training, mix of electrical, mechanical, and programming. Usually 2 to 3 years. But here's what's incredible. Every industry is automating, not just manufacturing. Hospitals, warehouses, even farms are using robots now. And here's the kicker. While everyone's worried about robots taking jobs, smart people are learning how to fix them. You can't outsource robot repair. You can't automate it. Someone has to be there, hands-on. When things break, that someone could be you. The entry path, 2 to 3 years of training. Could be an associated degree in mechatronics, robotic technology, or industrial maintenance. Or some companies will take experienced mechanics/electricians and train them on robotic systems. The trade schools are adding robotic programs everywhere. Community colleges too. You don't need a 4-year engineering degree. You need hands-on technical skills. What's stopping you? Here's what I think happens. People get comfortable with the familiar. Oh, I'll just do electrical. Everyone needs electricians. Yeah, everyone needs electricians. And everyone becomes an electrician, which means more competition, which means lower wages. These jobs I talked about, they're harder to get into because most people don't even know about them. But that's your advantage. While everyone else is fighting over the same old trades, you can position yourself in a field where there's high demand and low supply. Economics 101. I'm 50 years old. I've seen a lot of trends come and go. But these trends, these are based on real needs. Digital forensic technicians aren't going anywhere. Semiconductor equipment technicians aren't going anywhere. Marine diesel mechanics aren't going anywhere. Industrial instrumentation technician isn't going anywhere. Robotics technician, industrial automation specialist isn't going anywhere. These jobs have staying power. The bottom line, if you're watching this video, you're already ahead of 90% of the people. Most people won't even research these options. They'll just do whatever their buddy did, or what their dad did, or what some guidance counselor suggested. You're different. You're here. You're learning, researching, planning. That tells me something about you. You're serious about building a real career, not just getting a job. These 5 trades, they're not just jobs. They're careers. They're paths to financial freedom. They're ways to making great money while doing meaningful work. But here's the thing. Information without action is just entertainment. Don't let this be entertainment. If one of these trades spoke to you, if something clicked, do something about it. Research the training requirements in your area. Talk to people in the field. Take the first step. Because in 5 years, you're going to be 5 years older anyway. You can be 5 years older and broke. Or you can be 5 years older and making 6 figures in a trade nobody talks about. Your choice. My challenge to you, I'm going to leave you with this. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. I wish someone had told me about these opportunities when I was starting out, but I can tell you about them right now. What do you do with this information? That's up to you. Don't be the person who watches this video, says, that's interesting, and then does nothing. Be the person who takes action. Your future self will thank you. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Oh, and here's your trade joke for the day. Why did the robot break up with the conveyor belt? Because the relationship wasn't moving anywhere. Keep grinding, trade warriors. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.